Most comedians need several minutes to build up a joke before the audience bursts into laughter. Rodney Dangerfield only needed a few seconds. The strange part? The more he joked about his bad luck, failed relationships, and miserable life, the harder people laughed. It's no coincidence that for more than half a century, Rodney has been regarded as the undisputed master of the punchline and one of the greatest comedians of all time. These are the funniest moments that prove why no one could ever replace Rodney Dangerfield.
Okay, how you doing? All right?
I'm doing fine.
Good, good, good.
I've seen you for a while.
I've been around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been keeping busy, running around a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'll be back in New York tomorrow at my club for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and I'll be in the Riviera Hotel July 31st for a week, and I'm going out to Green Bay, Wisconsin, to Carlton West. I'll be over there.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I never got girls, never.
Really?
My friends didn't know, though. I fooled them, I used to go to drive-in movies alone and do push-ups in the back seat of my car, The public service commercials. They get all kinds of tips how to take care of yourself. They're very, very good, really.
Tips, huh?
I saw one last week, a public service commercial was beauty,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a guy came out, he said, "Hi, my name is Bob. This is my wife Ann, my daughter Susie, my son Bob Jr. Right in front here's my mom and dad. Now, we've all had VD. Gotta take care of your health.
Gotta take care of your health.
That's the whole thing of health, yes.
Hey, we got a film clip. Right from your picture.
That's right, yeah.
It's called, what is the name of this picture?
Thanks for being so well informed.
Easy.
You do a zebra. What else do you do?
Easy Money is called.
Easy Money.
Yeah. You the star of this picture?
If he likes her, guy takes her out, he'll take her out a few times, spend all kinds of money on it, ask her all kinds of questions, That's where a dog is lucky, A dog is smart. A dog meets another dog, you don't have to go through all that. Gives out with one smell. She's for me. That's it, And I love dogs.
You love dogs,
I love dogs.
I didn't know that.
I love dogs.
Yeah?
Dogs.
The biggest comedians don't just make people laugh, they leave behind a style no one else can truly copy. Rodney Dangerfield turned rejection, embarrassment, and everyday bad luck into comedy gold, proving that sometimes the funniest stories come from life's worst moments. Even decades later, his timing, self-deprecating humor, and lightning-fast punchlines still feel as fresh as ever. That's why Rodney wasn't just another stand-up comedian. He became a comedy legend whose influence can still be seen in generations of performers who followed.
That's the story of my life. No respect. I don't get no respect at all. Are you kidding? No respect at all. Well, when I was born, the doctor told my mother I did all I could, but he pulled through anyway, And nobody was nice. My mother never breastfed me. She told me she liked me as a friend. I had it rough. I told my old man I'm sick and tired of running around in circles. He got mad. He nailed down my other foot. Midwest, I lived in a nice, small, adjusted town, I had a wooden frame house with a screen door in back of the kitchen. My brother and sister were Marianne and Biff. And Dad was vice president of the bank, worked there for 30 years, very adjusted man, Dad, never smokes, drinks, or gambles, Then you read about these guys. One day they pick up an axe and wipe out the whole family, Yeah, the next day the cops come around. What happened here? What kind of man was he? He was a quiet man. But I've been bouncing around. Look, yeah, that's a cute little thing there.
Now you can understand about no
You
respect.
see that? I said to him, hey, buddy, who told you could play around my wife? He said, everybody. I tell my wife I can never relax, you know. I told her our kid is spoiled. She told me a lot of kids smell that way. It's really swings. They got the gambling there, the big hotels and nightclubs. Oh, there's what big nightclubs they got there? Yeah. It isn't really so different than the places I worked when I broke in, you know, the tough places.
You work in the little joints, right?
Oh, I work tough place, you know. Places like Rosario's Rocket Room, you know.
Rosario's Rocket Room? Tough.
Dominic's Atomic Bar and Grill. Oh, that was another one. For a couple of days, I always go over there. You meet so many wonderful, wonderful people in Vegas, Johnny. No idea.
Can you tell us about a few of them?
Well, last time I was there, I met a lovely girl. Oh, a lovely girl. Valerie Dubois.
Valerie Dubois.
Oh, lovely girl, Valerie Dubois. In fact, she told me to call her VD for short.
He did, Valerie.
Yeah, a nice place up there, Westport. Bought a house up there, Johnny, you know, and it's really nice. Town is nice, people are nice, you know what I mean? And I got nice neighbors over there, too. And last week I played tennis with my neighbors, you know, Marianne and Biff.
Marianne and Biff?
You ought to come up there, you know me?
Yeah.
Spend a few days, you and I, relax. They don't bother you. It's nice. Have a good time. Just you and I alone.
Sure.
Want to bring that along, too?
Sure.
No, but I've been working hard, Johnny, and I'm trying to relax, you know. I go to Las Vegas next week, the resorts after that. I got an album coming out, a movie coming out. I'm working very hard.
Yeah.
Well, you know, my father, he was a workaholic.
Really?
Oh, yeah. You mentioned work, he got drunk.
I didn't know that.
But, Jay, the big one is to feel good, stay healthy.
That's the whole that's
big
important.
One. And to keep out of hospitals, they're the worst, you know. A few months ago, I had an experience in the hospital. I was hungry. I yelled, "Nurse!" She come over, she says, "Yes." I said, "I'm hungry." She says, "You're being fed right now. If you put your hand behind you, you feel a tube. You're being fed through the tube." I said, "Oh, nice. Do me a favor, will you? Tomorrow, bring 2 more tubes, okay?" She said, "What for?" I said, "Like you and the doctor to have lunch with me."
What made Rodney Dangerfield truly unforgettable wasn't just that he could make an audience laugh, it was how effortlessly he did it. He never relied on elaborate stories or outrageous characters. Instead, he turned his own insecurities, everyday frustrations, and endless bad luck into perfectly timed punchlines that felt instantly relatable. Even legendary hosts like Johnny Carson often found themselves laughing just as hard as the audience. That's the mark of a once-in-a-generation comedian, someone who didn't simply tell jokes, but transformed ordinary misfortune into timeless comedy that still feels fresh decades later.
She's a lousy cook, too. She can't cook at all. I leave dental floss in the kitchen, the roaches hang themselves. My wife, she don't go for me either. I'm not a good-looking guy. Well, Halloween, I open the front door, kids give me candy. Are you kidding? I know I'm ugly. My dog found out we look alike. He killed himself. I don't get no respect from anyone. Well, last week my house was on fire. My wife told the kids, "Be quiet, you wake up Daddy." Stay over to Hollywood. That's my spot. I got no respect here in California either, I'll tell you that.
Really?
I got stuck the other day, you know. I wanted to go sightseeing. They took me on a tour of all the extras' houses. But, that's on, definitely, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
No, but I've been running around. I gained weight back, Johnny. You know what I mean? Hey, you don't eat properly in the road. You're running around all the time, you know, and it's tough to, you know, lose weight when you're on the road, jumping around a bit, you know. And but I was much heavier. I was fat, you kidding? I was so fat when I got my shoes shone, I had to take the guy's word for it. I mean, I was fat. I'll tell you that. Fat, you know? I mean, I was some checked up on the scene, and I asked him if my heart was strong enough for sex, you know. He told me not if I join in. I tell you, Johnny, I told you, it's tough to be funny when you're coming off drugs, I'll tell you that. Take care of my health. I told you. In fact, I saw my doctor last week, Dr. Vinny Boombat. You know my doctor. Oh, I saw him last week. I don't remember the first time I had sex with a girl. I was so confused. I didn't know what to do, you know. Yeah. I dialed 555-1212. I wish I was gay. I'd make it with Steve Martin, you know that?
By this point in his career, Rodney Dangerfield no longer had anything left to prove. Yet every time he walked onto a talk show stage, the room reacted the same way. Hosts laughed before he even reached the punchline, and audiences knew they were about to witness something special. That was Rodney's greatest gift. He didn't depend on flashy performances or complicated stories. He simply mastered the rhythm of comedy so completely that even the smallest observation could become unforgettable. Long after the applause faded, his timing, authenticity, and fearless self-deprecating humor continued to define what great stand-up comedy should look like.
I mean, I got a dog, a cocker spaniel, you know. He swallowed a Viagra pill. Now he's a pointer.
Really?
I tell you, my own house, I can't relax. I got no sex life. 10 years ago, my wife put me on hold. What a sex life. With a dog, he's watching me in a bedroom, wants to learn how to beg. But drinking's bad, Johnny, I tell you. It's not good. I gotta watch my health. That's what's important, health, Johnny.
Health is everything.
Health. I mean, I'm getting old. I'm not a kid anymore. I know I'm getting old. In Vegas, I played a slot machine. 3 prunes came up. No, I'm getting old. I'm getting old. I can't get girls anymore. You kidding?
Tough, huh?
No, at my age, you become a hooky. Now, you get older, it's tough to get girls. Tough, I tell you, John. Then the best thing to be is bisexual. Then you got a shot at everybody.
The greatest thing about Rodney Dangerfield was that the laughs never felt forced. Even in a simple conversation, he could turn an ordinary moment into comedy with nothing more than perfect timing and a brilliantly unexpected punchline. That's why legendary hosts like Johnny Carson loved having him on the show, because they weren't just interviewing a comedian, they were watching a master at work. Decades later, Rodney's self-deprecating humor, razor-sharp wit, and effortless delivery continue to remind us that true comedy isn't about trying to be funny. It's about making every moment feel naturally unforgettable.
Okay.
But everything is okay, Johnny.
Everything's good. You're looking
Tropicana's okay there. Everything's going well there. Good show. The girl singer's great with me. Joey English, very good singer
really,
there, too. Yeah. And Dangerfield's okay. David Fry's there. And everything is fine.